be doing a Pokemon tier list video of the starters. I myself am a big Pokemon fan. I might do another tier list video on Pokemon. We'll see. Let me credit this person who made this. Finn Harper, what a legend, carrying this video like always. So of course, if you enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, give me a kiss, and let's get into this tier list. Starting off, we have Chikorita. Wow, we're starting strong. So for those who don't like play Pokemon or watch Pokemon, there's around 9 generations, I believe. Um, and each generation has 3-star Pokemon. I don't know why. They're starting with Gen 2. I'm not going to explain all the different gens and which gen each Pokemon is from, because I'm sure you already know if you click on the video. So, Chikorita, this is from Gold and Silver, right? Okay. I don't like Chikorita. I know Ash had one in the anime. I think it evolved into a Bayleaf. This thing just looks stupid. Like, am I the only one that like does not like this design? I mean, look, I'll give Chikorita some praise. I don't think it's the worst, but it's definitely the worst of Gen 2, I'll tell you right now. Sorry, Chikorita fans, but Chikorita's taking an L today. We're taking the D, actually. Now we have Totodile. I know Totodile. I hope I'm pronouncing these right, by the way. Totodile, I know he has like a big fan base. He doesn't have many fans, I know that. So, me personally, I don't really see the appeal. He just is just another crocodile looking Pokemon. I think I'll put him in like I'll put him in C, you know. I'll put him like high C. I think he's better than Chikorita by a long shot, but he's no way higher than B. All right, Cyndaquil. So this is the one I picked in Pokemon Gold and Silver, and for good reason. I think the next tier list I'll do is the final evolution, because there's a reason why Cyndaquil was picked. I feel like it's because of his final evolution, Typhlosion. But regardless, I think Cyndaquil is definitely the best of the first stage. And by the way, that's how I'm ranking this. Like, I'm based on the first stage, not their evolutions. I do think Cyndaquil is very cute. Very strong too. I'm gonna leave S tier for 3 Pokemon. I don't know how many I'll put in A, but I'm gonna put Cyndaquil in high B tier. I think that's fair. I do think he's a little basic. He's a little older than a lot of these new Pokemon. But I think B tier is good for Cyndaquil. Alright, next up we have Fennekin. No, not a Fennekin fan. Don't really like the bushy ears, the ear hair coming out. And I'm not really a furry. I'll probably regret saying that later on as I do more tier lists. I'm gonna put Fennekin in D. It's ready. Sobble. See, Sobble. I really wanted to pick Sobble when I saw the trailer for Sword and Shield. I really wanted to pick Sobble. I thought he was super cute, super creative. He's a little gecko or lizard, and he can turn invisible. I thought that was pretty cool. But then they ruined him. They ruined him. But like I said earlier, this is only the first stage evolution. So we are going. I'm gonna put Sobble. I'll put him in B tier. I'll put him like low B. I think that's fair. I think low B is fair for Sobble. Oh boy, here we go. Getting into the juicy stuff now. Alright, we got Tepig. Tepig. From the Black and White games, regarded as some of the best Pokemon games we've gotten. I don't really think the Pokemon we have gotten for that gen is really good. There's maybe a few that are really good, but the starters were definitely really shit. Pig. I don't like at all. He's very stupid looking, and I know I said earlier evolution doesn't matter, but in this case it does. I'm putting Tepig in F. If you have any problems, please at me on Instagram and fight me, because I think Tepig is a really stupid Pokemon. Alright, so now we got Squirtle, Mr. Squirty Boy. Squirt, squirt. So this guy, he's in Smash Bros. Because he's just that goated. In terms of who I would pick in Gen 1, the first games, I probably wouldn't pick Squirtle. Um, just base form, like the first evolution. I think there's better ones. But I am going to put Squirtle in A tier because of how iconic he is, and I do love turtles. I am not dissing Squirtle in any way. I'm just telling you the reasons as to why he's a GOAT. Next up we got Charmander. Probably one of the most iconic ones here because of who he turns into. But Charmander, I'm going to tell you right now, I think Charmander is the worst out of those three in terms of like starting evolution. But he's not bad. Like, you know, like Gen 1 is one of the best group of starters we've gotten to date. Not just because they're iconic, because they're just really cute and they're awesome. I am going to put Charmander, I'm going to put him in high B tier. I think that's fair for Charmander. Oh boy, so Trico, I picked Trico in the Hoenn games, Ruby and Sapphire. So, do I want to put Trico in S tier? That's kind of like the topic of discussion here. I'm going to save it for three spots. But you know what? I don't think Trico is going to go in S tier. I know some people might be upset about that, but I'm fine with putting him in high A above Squirtle. I really do love Trico though, and in the anime, Ash's Trico was amazing. Okay, now we got Chespin. Chespin has a lot of mutual hate in the community. I can see why. I really don't even know what he's supposed to be to this day. I think he's supposed to be a groundhog, or a hedgehog, or an elder beast. Like, I don't really know. Or like a piece of shit. Alvin and the Chipmunks over here. I'm gonna put him in F. I think he's the worst starter probably. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's just like every starter here has a redeeming quality. Like, they're either cute, they're derpy looking, they're badass, they're good. But Chespin just, I'm sorry, buddy. Like, just another Gen 5 starter. Like I said earlier, all the starters were kind of shit, and Snivy is gonna, yeah. Snivy's gonna fit right in. I think he's supposed to be a snake or a plant, but he has legs and arms, and I don't like that. That's very scary for a snake. His final evolution does a little justice on that like snake theme, but Mr. Snivy, you are very scary looking, and I don't like you. You're probably cooler than Tepig though. Next up we got Torchic, little baby Torchic, super cute. Again, I think I'm gonna say this right now. Hoenn Gen 3 has the best starter lineup, I think, today. It's just it's not a question really. Like, it's just too good. Torchic, I'm gonna put him, however, in the bottom. I'll put him above Sabo and B tier. Next up, we have Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, I feel like in the past was very underrated, and people didn't really care about Bulbasaur because you have Charmander and you have Squirtle that evolve into these badass, like, super dope Pokemon. Bulbasaur, he evolves into Venusaur, which is kind of mid. Maybe not competitively, but people don't really like the design. Bulby, however, is my favorite of the Kanto Gen 1 starter lineup. I do think he's very cute. I do think he's very derpy looking. I believe he's supposed to be some sort of dinosaur, frog looking thing. And I love Bulbasaur. Love him. Love him in the anime as well. He really is just great as Ash's Bulbasaur. Um, I still will never forget that Bulbasaur episode. I think I'm gonna put him in A tier above Squirty. Above Squirty! Grookey. I feel like Gen 8, I believe it was. The Sword and Shield games, they're very, like, forgettable because there just wasn't that much, like, great about it. I feel like, it was the first, like, game on the Switch, but the starters were just kind of meh, you know? They're just kind of meh. And Grookey, he's a monkey. We already have a monkey, right over here, Chimchar. So why add another one? They could have added any other animal. But Grookey's cute. I am gonna, however, put him in C tier. C tier for Grookey. Next up, we have Froakie. So, Froakie is the one I picked in X and Y. Froakie, I will say this. Greninja is my favorite Pokemon of all time. I'm saying that as I'm staring at my Greninja Funko Pop right next to me. I love Greninja. I love frogs. I love ninjas. I love the typing. It's beautiful, okay? But we're talking about Froakie here. Now, I do love frogs, so he's going to get a little bit of a boost here. Where am I going to put Froakie? He's not going in S tier. I'll tell you right now. We got 3 spots for S tier, and I already know who's going in there, okay? And I don't think Froakie's going in there. However, I will put him in A tier above Squirtle because I do love Froakie. Next up, we have Oshawott. Like I said many times, Gen 5 was kind of weak with their starters, but Oshawott carried hard. Let's just say that. Oshawott carried hard, and I picked him, and I would have to say Oshawott is a nice low B tier. I would say he's better than Sobble. I do love otters. He's very cute, and I believe he was in the anime as well. I don't really remember that phase too much, but I do love Oshawott. Next up, we have Quaxley. You know, it really is funny to me because Quaxley is on the same boat as Sobble, because when I first saw the teaser trailer for Scarlet and Violet, I was gonna pick Quaxley just because I love ducks and I do like the water types, but the more I looked at it, and once I saw the final evolution, it was a complete turnoff. Now, regardless, Quaxley, I thought they were gonna go into some like sailor, like pirate theme going on here, but they didn't. They went with like some dancer theme with the Quaxley line. I don't like it. If he was a pirate or something, that would have been so cool. He probably would have been S tier, just because I would be biased. But regardless, Quaxley. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put Quaxley in B, and I'm gonna move Sobble to C. That's valid. Okay, next up we have Mudkip. Alright, so Mudkip. Mudkip is so iconic, like, in general. Probably because in, like, the 2000s, early 2000s, mid-2000s, Mudkip was, like, a meme. Like, I still remember, like, when I was a child, browsing the internet, even though I shouldn't have. And I remember Mudkip was, like, a meme. But I'm gonna quit my yapping because Mudkip is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, just because I love axolotls, I love the water types. He's very cute, he's very derpy, and he is very good competitively. It's just like Mudkip is just. I don't think there would be a Pokemon starter that would be better than Mudkip. So that goes without saying that Mudkip is S tier. And he is the best Pokemon on this list. He is, I don't know if he's in my top 10, but he probably is in my top 25 at least. Next up we have Scorbunny, the one I chose in Sword and Shield. He's alright. I feel like he's the definition of mid. Like, there's not much going on with Scorbunny. I do like how whenever he runs, there's like a print of fire that he leaves behind on his feet. And I do like, you can't really see it, but I do like the little band-aid looking thing on his nose because he's supposed to be a football player. So I really do like the theme of Scorbunny. With that being said, I will put Scorbunny in high C above Sobble. Again, he's like the definition of mid. I picked him, but Sword and Shield didn't do too good on their starters. Next up, we have Litten. Fine with putting him in C tier as well, maybe above Scorbunny. I do love cats. I do love the color scheme, but I feel like there's just better Pokemon. Like, I can't really describe it. I just think everyone here is just above Litten, so I think putting him there is fine. Alright, next up we got Turtwig. I'm not gonna lie, Turtwig at first for me was like, meh, like, you know, I really don't care too much. You know, grass types are kind of just, meh. But, you know, the more and more I look at Turtwig, the more I think he's super cute. And I know Turtwig has a lot of fans, similar to Totodile, a lot of hardcore Turtwig fans. And I do love his design, I really do. And I'm not saying he's going to be very high on this list, but he will be higher than a lot. I will put Turtwig right above Torchic. I think that is fair. I do love turtles. And, or I think he's supposed to be a tortoise or something. Same shit. Now we have Poplio. Poplio. He or she's alright. I think she evolves into the only female final evolution. I don't know. Who cares? Poplio. I mean, it's alright. I'm not really that much of a fan, to be honest. Not really much of a fan. I will put Poplio like below Grookey. Sorry if that offends anyone, but not really much of a fan. Actually, you know what? I'll put Poplio above Grookey just because I do like seals. I do like seals. Poplio's pretty cute. Next up, we have Piplup. I didn't pick Piplup in Gen 4, but Piplup, regardless, I mean, how could you not like Piplup? He's a little penguin. He's so cute. And Dawn's Piplup in the anime was just so adorable. I loved seeing Piplup and Pikachu mess around on screen. It was always so funny. But his evolution just kind of brings him down a little bit. But regardless, Piplup's going to go in B tier. I'm going to put Piplup above Froakie. I do think Piplup deserves the praise. I do think he's very, very cute. Next up, we got Chimchar, the superior monkey boy on this list, in my opinion. You know, I'm looking at the list right now, and I might get hate for this. I picked Chimchar, but I don't think he's the best of the Gen 4 starters. Their first stages. In fact, I think he's probably the worst. You know, when you compare him to Turtwig, a cute little turtle, and Piplup, a cute little penguin. Maybe it's just because monkeys, you know, they're not really my favorite animal. I do like turtles and penguins a lot. But he's not bad. Like, I'm not shit-talking Chimchar at all. I think putting him in like low B is fine. Below Quaxley. Yeah, that's fine. So we have 2 more slots in the S tier, okay? And we have 3 more Pokemon here, Sprigatito, Rowlet, and Fuecoco. So with that being said, let's just pick the next S tier spot here. Let's choose between the more recent Pokemon, Sprigatito and Fuecoco. I did pick Sprigatito. I do love Fuecoco. I did pick Sprigatito in the game. Okay. One of them is gonna be my second favorite. Actually, I would say my third. The one that's gonna be going in the S tier is going to be Fuecoco. I misjudged Fuecoco from the beginning. I really did, because I wanted to originally go with Quaxley, like I said, and then I wound up picking Sprigatito because I thought Meowscarada looked pretty cool. But Fuecoco, he's like perfect. He's cute, he is derpy, and I like the theme going on here. He's supposed to be like a bell pepper looking crocodile. And I absolutely love that. I think Fuecoco, if I was like if Pokemon was real, I probably would pick Fuecoco like on my team. Other than Mudkip, but I love Fuecoco. He's amazing. Okay, so with that being said, I mean, you kind of already know where everything is heading already. I'll just say Sprigatito first. Sprigatito, I picked Sprigatito like I said twice already. You know, it's alright. You know, I like cats. I think cats are cute. I think Sprigatito's better than Litten. I do like the memes when Scarlet and Violet was first revealed, and Sprigatito was called like the weed cat, the Kush cat. I am gonna put Sprigatito in high B just because it's a little basic. It's just a cat. Nothing really grass themed other than it being a green cat. But I do think it's absolutely adorable. Rowlet, the absolute god king of the universe, the best grass starter, and probably one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. There's a reason why he was chosen for the Gen 4, not the Gen 4, for Pokemon Legends Arceus to be one of the starters. It's because Rowlet's just amazing, and he's my second favorite. He's so good that they didn't even evolve him in the anime. Like, Ash just had a Rowlet that wore like the Decidueye's like cloak, I think, if I remember correctly. Because he's just great. Like, he's just so cute. He's so like dumb looking that he's just perfect. And that's what I love about Pokemon. Okay? There's badass looking Pokemon, and then there's stupid looking Pokemon, and Rowlet is just he fits into that stupid category, and I think I like the stupid looking Pokemon a lot more. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and please comment if you guys would like me to do a final starter evolution video tier list. Let me know. I'll probably do maybe a few more Pokemon ones, maybe not, maybe like 2 more. I'll probably do a legendary one as well. But yeah, please subscribe.